Let me tell you a tale of heroes unsung who will never fail. On this road of life, they stand so proud. Every day Saturday, let's shout it loud.
What's going on, friends and family? Happy New Year. And wow, we are off to season 4. Cannot believe that this is going to be my 4th year of podcast. I don't know if you guys been following me the entire time, but if you have, thank you so much for being here all along. And if you've had the opportunity to listen to all the different episodes and interviews we've done, go check them out. There's a lot. You could also see how far we've come. And if you guys notice a little bit of a difference in the background, that's because it is different. And there's a lot to talk about, a lot to update you guys on about season 4, about the journey itself. Gonna share some stuff with you guys that I kind of found and I maybe shared with you guys in the past. Maybe I haven't. But got a really cool little setup here. If you guys didn't know, and if you guys didn't follow us before in season 3, towards in there, my family and I were moving from Lancaster, California, down to San Diego, California, and what a blessing it has been. I wouldn't say the move's a blessing because uh, it is one of those moves. I tell you, when you start to move, you realize how much stuff you have. It is amazing. The longer you stay somewhere, I think the more you kind of accumulate, and I don't think we do a great job of purging things out. And what's even more wild about this situation is that we even, I think, rented out 4 dumpsters to get rid of all the stuff that we had, and huh, my gosh, it was a lot of stuff, and still wasn't. I feel like we still were probably could have got another dumpster or 2. And I tell you, when you get towards the end of the move, you just want to start just throwing everything away. We even had movers, right? We had movers come, and that kind of became an ordeal. The movers we chose, they I would say underestimated what we had, and they even made us go through, show them, and give them pictures and do walkthroughs, and they quoted us. But they came up short. I think they had a 26-foot U-Haul, and one one of my specific instructions were to this company because if they only were going to be able to get me this one truck, in my head I was like, I got to at least get rid of the most heaviest stuff that I have, the things that I don't want to have to, or I can't even physically mess with. I have a really bad back, shoulders, arms, uh, due to my football and Marine Corps history. I've really beat my body up. So, uh, yeah. So anyhow, the movers kind of underestimated the move, and it's they got to a point when they were putting everything in, and I was looking, I was like, oh gosh. I think my little dude was like, Dad, I don't think they're gonna be able to fit everything. And I was like, what? And I go look, and I said, oh, you're right. They're definitely not. And I think they underestimated themselves as well. I don't know. So when they initially were doing the like packing everything up, I already had a lot of stuff staged and packed in boxes and everything ready to go, and they didn't have to take, like, refrigerator, washer, dryer, any of those type of TVs. One of, one room was not being moved, so I don't know. I don't know. But it was kinda disappointing 'cause they didn't make it happen. They had, like, a large team moving, and then they condensed it down to, like, 3 to, like, bring all this stuff down to San Diego, and, the movers just wanted to rush and try to just move everything into the garage. I'm like, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I need you guys to, like, get this stuff moved up to the rooms and stuff. I didn't, you guys said it was gonna be moved all the way in." So, needless to say, it was kind of more of a nightmare. So, that didn't work on the first round, so we ended up having to rent a second U-Haul. The second U-Haul was not enough. Then we had to rent a third U-Haul. So it took 3 trips, and all this was around the dang holidays, Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff, and we had plans. We originally thought we were gonna be here at least by December 1st. We wanted to be here earlier, like November, but just due to the process and things and the way everything works out, I'm not gonna go into details. Um, it just took a lot longer than it should have, right? And so, it pushed us all the way into the holidays and, scrambling and didn't even have a Christmas tree up until Christmas Eve. Grabbed grabbed one of the trees, and I was like, "All right, we gotta put it up. We're gonna be here at our old house," even though we had moved a lot of our stuff down. It just I can't even express what a nightmare it was. I mean, moving is not easy, and I guess moving 3 hours away from where you originally live is rough too. If you're not moving kind of inner city, I think that move gets rough, and if you I can imagine, I could not even imagine moving out of state. I think if I was to move out of state, it'd be more like we're restarting. Like, well, we can't fit in a suitcase and into a truck or something. We're starting over because good night. Moving is definitely not fun. All right, so enough about the move. This is the new nice new studio that I have, a little cool little setup behind me. Of course, we're always going to have Chesty Pooler behind us, and that is due to my buddy at Valkyrie Arts and amazing artist. I love his work, and you know who better not to always have your back than Chesty Pooler. My sister, she got me this a while back, and finally put it up. Got my uniforms all hung up. Let me see if I could swing the camera around so you guys can kind of see a little bit here. Let's go the other way with it. All right, so you can see I have all 3 types of uniforms in terms of my camis that I wore. So when I first got into the Marine Corps, uh, if you would see the ones that are not the digital ones, the normal cami, those were issued to me when I first got in the year of 2000. And when we deployed in 2003, we had we had the tan right there. If you look at the desert camis, and then about 2 years in, I think about 2002 maybe, they came out with digis. Now, what was so nice about the digitals, right, is you don't have to iron the dang things. They also have some boots that you don't have to spit shine. You didn't have to take them to dry cleaners, and, I mean, we used to soak the hell out of them out of, with starch. These ones right here, my cover's probably If you touch that thing, it's pretty. It's still pretty hard from all the starch that I put in it. Uh, Definitely got some really cool stuff in the studio here. Let me share some stuff. So it's pretty cool. This is an issue that we get in the Marine Corps. It's called the Rifleman Dodd. Look it up sometime if you ever want to. What's kind of cool about this is you could see right here 36. That was what my number was in as a recruit. They basically had us in alphabetical order. Last name's Roof, so I was number 36, and yeah, recruit 36. I have the Marine graduation ceremony. What's even more crazy, I don't think most people, if anybody, I'd love to see who has these items that I'm kind of showing because I think I have some pretty unique items that I don't think a lot of people save. This one right here is my recruiter. This is my recruiter's card. Staff Sergeant Burke. Yes, sir. I still got his business card. And if you're out there, I know he was a lifer. I know he by the time I think he had picked up gunnery sergeant if I'm not mistaken. So who knows what he ended up. But if you're out there, Edward A. Burke, hey, I'd love to have you on my show and talk about you being my recruiter. This right here. This is how it tells you how you are supposed to wear your any of your medals, your ribbons. It gives you the order that they're supposed to be in. It gives you exactly like the dimensions or whatever. You're supposed to have everything at a certain I can't even remember all of it myself to be honest with you, but there is regulations to how you wear your ribbons, how you wear all your stuff. And that's why a lot of people out there that try to do the stolen valor thing, they put on all this extra stuff. They don't realize how much we have to study and know it to the T. So when we see someone doing something stupid like that, we're like, goodness gracious. Um, Gosh, my war belt, good old war belt. So this right here was given to me by a British soldier over there while we were in the Middle East. Um, it's a shirt that he had, and it was actually from Kosovo, 1999. And he gave this to me. This was in 2003, and this was little symbol they have. Let me see. I can't read. Well, it just says "or glory" on it. But yeah, when you're over there in the Middle East, there was a lot of trading going on and stuff like that. Really cool, getting some awesome stuff like this jacket right here, British cool stuff they had, and they liked a lot of our stuff as well. Let me see what else we got. Oh, some of you guys don't know what this is, but this right here is basically teaches you how to be a basic Marine. Look at this, good old ink stick from boot camp. Also, yeah, baby. We all know what this is, right? Let's see if let's look at see if it shows my some grouping in here. Bam. Not bad groupings. I was an expert shooter every year. I got the records to show it. Some cool pictures here. Let's see if we can kind of go through any of them. It's me and my buddy Navarro. Looks like me at boot camp. Someone got their finger in that one. This right here is actually, it's funny. This is I don't know if some of you guys have heard my story when I went over to the Middle East. I believe this was like our first night there, and it literally ended up flooding on us like after this. Like we pretty much hit the rack not too much after this. You can kind of see we're kind of getting ready down to go down. We're trying stuff on, getting ready to go. This is actually, it's we were, I think we were in a what you call a GP tent. So there you go. Me and my buddy Wright. Just a PFC, and I believe this was my first and only Marine Corps ball that I really got to experience while I was in. It's me out in the desert. There was a lot of stuff. This is stuff from Desert Storm that was kind of just left over. We went out and took some pictures with it. Some of these pictures are destroyed. It's more like boot camp stuff. Me and my buddy Wright hanging out at the barracks. Always did that little look away. Oh shit, this is us at the bar. So if you some of you guys have heard my story as well, on our way out to the Middle East, we got stuck in Germany. This was the bar that we all were drinking at. This is the bartender. This is the bartender. There she is back there getting the drinks. Oh, and there we are. Boom. Look at that. Doing what Marines do before they deploy. Some more boot camp action. But yeah, shoot. A lot of cool stuff. I actually even have some got some troop fan mail while we were over there. Got a couple of these that I had kept. Um yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I even have a whole bunch of money from over there as well. I'll have to show everybody that. I don't think I have it right here. I just found it too. I think I brought it with me. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about season 4 and what we got going on. Of course, we're going to have some more coffee talk. But as we're on that topic of coffee talk, let's talk a little bit about uh, my co-host Marie and what she is currently going through, and she actually gave me a letter for me to read to you guys. So I won't get into it too much. I'll more or less just read this letter. So give me a sec, and while you guys give me a quick sec to pull this up, let's play a quick commercial by fellow veteran who's out there trying to do some amazing things as well. Go try some barbecue sauce. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the letter from Marie, so you guys can kind of get a little bit of understanding of what's going on, and then I'll talk a little bit more about this once I read it. I hope you all were able to find some moments of joy during the holidays. As we have talked about many times on the Coffee Talk podcast, our motto is Healing Out Loud, PTSD to Advocacy. So, along those lines, I share with you all that I am writing the letter from my third stay at the psych inpatient unit. I am currently waiting for the VA to approve a residential PTSD program. Although about 90% of the time, when you guys usually see me, I'm feeling better than I ever have in my life. In the last 9 years, I have overcome drugs, alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, promiscuity, food addiction, bulimia, and a ton of trauma. However, there's still about 10% of my life governed by my trauma, responses due to PTSD from childhood and military experience. Although I have gained many tools in my journey, I still have times that I feel out of control. And that is and it has been affecting my life and relationships in a way I can no longer accept. So I am here seeking more rest from my brain, support, and hopefully some new tools to utilize in my day-to-day life to keep me out of my crisis. As it is Christmas time, and with my spiritual lease, my mind is turned to the gift of healing that God has given us all, so many different ways. There, there are my obvious Christian beliefs of the Savior, yet are also so many other readily accessible forms of healing available. Please don't let my beliefs detour from you from the message here. I am so very grateful for the amazing healthcare workers I have met in the last week that are so invested in my well being. Psychiatrists, psychologists, nurses, techs, and social workers. I have received so much support from my church, D&D, recovery, and veteran community friends, as well as from family. It's amazing how much healing comes from having a strong support group. I will die on this hill. Get yourself a support group. We cannot face life of trials alone. I have also found so much healing as well as in opportunities to go outside to be in nature. As we are starting the new year, I feel like this is a wonderful opportunity to keep moving forward and start a new chapter in life. I hope you can find your own voice, get the help you may need, and then advocate to help others. My heart is with all of you. And until I see you again, I leave you with a new poem I wrote. May you all find peace in your journey. All right. So let me get this poem real quick. Okay. This one is called Facing Emotions. I am in a place I've never been. It seems unfamiliar. I'm facing emotions without distractions, which really feels peculiar. Where once I ran to addictions anytime I felt pain, now I run to God for help, healing to attain. I've gone through many layers of this, though never quite so raw. There are insecurities I never truly saw. Wounds that were so deep, even food would be enough to distract from the pain that felt so very rough. Yet food has lost the pill. No more safety found in it. Emotions now on the surface, and fear I chose to sit. I'm facing things from my past, taking away their power, giving them to God so they don't taste so sour. I'm getting help again from doctors who give me tools to help me fight the pain through a thousand little duels. This time, I refuse to tie an arm around my back. No addictions left to disarm me on my track. I'm looking at those fears that used to paralyze me and taking many micro steps towards the day I'm free. I don't know how much longer I must dig through deeper layers. I'm grateful I am finding there are many different players. I on keep finding on this journey that I am not alone. Others keep reminding me God's love is always shown. I know as I continue, full healing will be found. Fear will stop shouting, and love inside me will be abound. So they can heal from inside within every little part, refusing to allow negativity negativity to win. I am moving forward, a new chapter to begin. All right. So sorry I kind of probably butchered some of that. But yes, she has started to struggle. I think one thing that you start to I think she started to learn as we started to heal out loud is her healing. There's still some tender areas in her life that she needs to deal with. And so I give her so much kudos for having the bravery to not allow herself to spiral out of control and go back to some of her bad ways, which was addiction to things that she didn't want to get herself back involved again. So I give her much love and kudos for doing such a thing. And I know that Marie had this is last year, 2025 was kind of, I think, her way of kind of connecting with the community. I saw it as a great opportunity to bring her on for coffee talk and have her on as a co-host because she has an amazing journey, and not a lot of people are willing to be so transparent with their healing like Marie is. And I've been doing the same thing as well, and she's also helped me be even more transparent and heal out loud and not feel ashamed to do such a thing. And so I just, if you do pray, please, 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 uh, please pray for her. I can't say it. Um, and if you're just one of those people who believe in vibes, send all your positive vibes her way. Also, if you would like to send her, an email, her email is right there below. It's Marie at sliderbabe.com. And you guys can go check out, you know, give her a shout out, give her some kind of, show her guys that you care about her, show her some love. Mental health is not easy, but what's really not easy is going and getting the help that you need. And so I've had the opportunity to talk to her a little bit. I know she's been trying to get in touch with me, and we keep missing each other. Me moving and settling in, and my family situation during this move has been quite tricky. So I haven't really got to talk to her since, but I do know that probably since she wrote that letter, she got accepted into a 30-day veteran program, and I believe she started that on January 1st. So she's already been there for a week, and we hope to have her back in February. Now, don't rest assured though, we did record I think it was about four different interviews prior to her going out. So, and we always try to take a break in December. I believe that sometimes you need a break from things to rethink it, to think about what do you want to do, how do you see the future working, assess goals, things like that. So I think that's a good segue kind of into the next topic, and that's kind of talking about you know, the future, I guess you could say, of the show and where we kind of see it going. Um, Now, when I first started this, first and foremost, I didn't even know how far I would take the podcast. I didn't know if I would like it. I didn't really know what to expect. It's something I never really tried. It was just something I looked up on YouTube a little bit. How do you do it? And kind of got the gist of it. And I was like, oh, I definitely want to do this. And, and I took a liking to it. So then I kind of said, all right, since I like it, I think I would give it about 5 years and see where it goes in 5 years. So right now we're going into the fourth year. Now, what I did kind of set myself up is for goals, right? I think it's important to set yourself up for goals, and I think it's important to try to shoot for your goals, and it's okay to miss them. But I think I'm at a point now where if I can't hit this next set of goals, then I'm gonna have to reevaluate and see if I am gonna take it to a year 5. And I did hit this past year's goal, which I appreciate all of you guys so much. And if some of you had just recently followed the show, thank you guys so much for doing that. If you guys can help me out a little bit more and rate this show, that would really help me out a lot. And it's costs absolutely nothing. It's completely free to rate the show on all social medias, as well as if you guys can help share the show and help me reach this upcoming year's goal. So last year's goal, I set myself up to hit 100, to get, not to hit 100. I already been over 100 listeners, but I wanted to gain 100 new listeners for 2025. And I was able to get to 109, which super excited about that. Um, and so thank you guys once again for helping me attain that goal. This year's goal, we're going to go ahead and raise the bar a little bit higher. And we're going for 150 on Spotify. So if you guys could help me out, share the show out to your friends, your family. I think if each and every one of you did it, I would way surpass that goal. If maybe even if some of them just, liked it. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't cost anything to even to start following the show. Check out some amazing interviews, great stories. You learn a lot about some amazing human beings and some of their trials and tribulations as veterans and what they've experienced. Even law enforcement, first responders. We try to have everybody come on the show and give out their experiences. So that is kind of the goal. On YouTube, things have kind of slowed down a little bit on there. I think I'm around 565 um, followers on YouTube. So I'm gonna try to. I would like to maybe see 700 on there. So I'm really shooting a little high. Now, if I don't hit those numbers, I'm like I said, I'm going to have to sit here and contemplate: do I want to move forward? Because the goal of this show is to get all these stories out. And if it looks like, these stories aren't getting out and no one's really hearing, maybe there's too much going on. Um, I don't know, but, I have to reevaluate and think, oh, maybe I need to direct my attention to something else and start on a new project. But we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited for season 4. Coffee Talk is going to be amazing. We have a lot of guests lined up, and right now we're trying to kind of navigate with Marie being out for the month of January. How do I kind of move forward with Coffee Talk? So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that real quick. All right. StreamYard does some weird things. If you try to pause the show and then try to restart it, sometimes it starts off with the intro all over again. And speaking of the intro of the show, you guys, I didn't know if you guys paid attention to the song. I thought I would try a little AI generation, and that's what they came up with. It was actually like a 5-minute song, but I didn't want to have you guys listen to something for 5 minutes long, so cut out about 1 minute that I thought I liked, and that I thought everybody would probably like. So a little bit more about Coffee Talk now with Marie being out, like I said, for the month of January. We did have 4 episodes already lined up, and we'll be dropping those starting this upcoming Monday. So you guys will start watching our first Coffee Talk on January 12th. So yeah, so I guess I have enough to carry me through February 2nd. Um, we had a whole bunch of people lined up. I probably will bring some of them on, and have some of them actually come on just for every day's a Saturday, come on with me and talk a little bit more about their military experiences and stuff like that. And then we'll reschedule them later to do more of the healing out loud portion with coffee talk. I know that Marie really wanted to be a part of some of these interviews, especially because she's worked extremely hard to get these interviews, and I'm very blessed and thankful to have her as a co-host for Coffee Talk. I don't even know that Coffee Talk would still exist to this day if it really wasn't for her, and she's really taken it by the driver's wheels, and she went out and got herself podcasting equipment, all kinds of stuff. So it's been an awesome blessing having her. So a lot of my prayers are with her, and I just want to see her get better. And that's my main goal and my main concern is for her to get the healing that she needs. And so that way we could all have the best version of Marie. Okay, so now more about every day is a Saturday USMC veteran side. I know that we kind of slowed down a little bit with interviews last year, and I really got myself caught up with moving, and it really got tough. So trying to schedule all that and moving, and because the moving started in September because we didn't want to be messing with it all the way in December, but it is what it is, and enough about that already. But um so I hope to get right back on track with that, and we hopefully will be able to start dropping 2 a week again at some point in time. We'll have, the one on Monday for every day's a Saturday, and then we'll drop a coffee talk on Thursday. But until then, if we don't have one or the other, you guys are always going to at least have an episode drop on a Monday. That is something my goal for myself, and a promise to all of you is that if nothing if nothing else, you're going to get an episode on Monday. For a little treat, you might get Monday and Thursday. But until we kind of get things back on track, I'm still settling in, so I'm not exactly moved in completely. A little bit more settling to do, and then once I get myself completely settled in, then we're off hitting the road running, getting back on it. I want to give season 4 my whole attention, and that way I can make a good observation on whether we move on and finish off season 5. I really would love to finish off season 5. So guys, once again, if you guys could help me, please like the show, share the show, rate the show. If you have Apple, Spotify, all those things, give us an honest rating. Love it. Please interact with some of the videos out there. If you guys are enjoying the show as well, I really appreciate all of you that have stuck it out and been here the entire time. And we're looking forward to a season 4, and hopefully we'll have Marie back, and she'll give us. I'm sure she'll talk about her experience and her journey, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are probably eager to hear about it as well. Remember, if you guys need help out there, there's always the crisis lifeline. They may not be able to solve your problem, but they may be able to at least direct you into some resources. And if they're not helping out, let that be known. We need to get that known. If you're not getting the help that some of these, you know, uh, lifelines are out there to help you, um, please make sure that people are being aware so we can get that fixed. But for you veterans out there, Crisis Lifeline 988 veterans, press 1, and anybody else you can call it as well, 988. If you are going through any kind of crisis, I know that they've helped out many people that I've known. They've that have called it, so I do know that it's worked for them. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing 2026. I know that the best thing is to have positive outlook for it. I know for me and my family, 2026 is going to be amazing. We're on a new journey, a new place, and just excited for to see where the future takes all of us. And if you would like to be a part of the show, please reach out. You guys can email me uh, every day is a Saturday, 365 at yahoo.com. I would love to have you on the show. Talk about your military experience. Maybe you're an advocate. Maybe you have a nonprofit that can help out veterans. But we would love to have you on the show. Please shoot me an email. And you know how we say on the show, don't let the day kick your ass. Make sure you're out there kicking it. And let's go. Let's go, baby. We'll see you guys.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.